Welcome to the BoshNRoll channel. If you want to support my daily Eternal Magic offerings while getting amazing perks like the BoshNRoll Discord community, have me play your deck on the channel, or listen sideboard guides before tournaments, check out the Patreon or YouTube membership program. This channel is possible because of these amazing sponsors. Check them out, all their links are in the video description. As always, thanks for being here. Let's go play some Magic. Welcome back to the BoshNRoll channel. Today, at the request of Patreon subscriber Maserno, I am playing Modern Yawgmoth. It's a deck built around the Modern Horizons 1 Mythic Rare. 2/4 Protection from Humans, pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, put a -1 counter on up to 1 target creature, and draw a card. Black, discard a card, proliferate. A draw outlet that's only bound by your life total is a pretty busted engine. And Undying creatures work extremely well with this, because if they die without a +1/+1 counter on them, they come back with a +1/+1 counter, and -1 counters cancel out +1 counters. So if you have 2 Yawgmoths, you could sacrifice them back and forth, taking the counter off the first one, sacrificing the second, it comes back with a +1 counter, and then you could basically minus them back and forth and draw cards equal to your life total. And then, if you have something like Blood Artist, whenever another creature dies, target player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life, now you win. You can draw your whole deck and kill your opponent in the process. Pretty dope. And then there's some new stuff. Newer. I mean, if you play a lot of Modern, this is not new to you, but if you don't, Agatha's Soul Cauldron from Wilds of Eldraine, 3 of in this deck, very quickly became a secondary engine for the plan. 2 mana legendary artifact. You may spend mana as though mana of any color to activate abilities of creatures you control. Creatures you control with +1 counters on them have all activated abilities of creature cards exiled with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Tap, exile target card from a graveyard. When a creature is exiled this way, put a +1 counter on target creature you control. Ooh, that's a lot of words. What do they mean? What they mean is, if you exile Grist with Agatha's Soul Cauldron, all your creatures with +1 counters have the abilities of Grist. Yawgmoth. If your Yawgmoth dies, you can give all your creatures the abilities of Yawgmoth. Fulminator Mage. Mana abilities are activated abilities. Delighted Halfling, Ignoble Hierarch, Wall of Roots. You could give your creatures those abilities. And most importantly, well, Yawgmoth is probably most importantly, but Walking Ballista, crazy engine here. If you have a Walking Ballista under Agatha's Soul Cauldron, all your creatures with +1 counters can take a counter off them to ping something for 1. If you put a +1 counter on Yawgmoth, which is very easy to do because it just dies and then it gets 1 on its own, you can remove that counter to ping the Yawgmoth itself, and then it has Undying and it died without a +1 counter on it, so it'll come back with a +1 counter on it. That's an infinite damage with Blood Artist situation. Just self-contained right there, we don't even need Yawgmoth. Plus, this deck has a pretty reasonable just green-black creature beatdown strategy. While your opponent's trying to make sure you don't combo off with Yawgmoth, you have sticky creatures, you have fast mana, you have planeswalkers at accrue advantage, you're putting +1/+1 counters around, doing tricky stuff with abilities, and Orcish Bowmaster is here too. They got to deal with that, their life total slowly diminishing, and if they ever blink, boom, Yawgmoth, you win. It's a very cool, multifaceted deck. This list is a little wild. This is from Demonic Tutors, who won a Modern Challenge with this list. Main deck Fulminator Mage, pretty hateful against the non-Ren Bean decks, like the 4 and 5 color Bean decks that aren't playing Ren and 6. Blowing up a Triome could just collapse their whole business. Colony Garden, crazy technology here. ETB tap to make a 0/1 plant, and taps for green. That plant is just material laying around for something like Chord of Calling, or you could sack it to Yawgmoth. Just at the cost of a land coming into play tapped, you get a body. That's really interesting. I don't know if that's good. I don't think it's stock, but I've never seen it before. But I also don't play a lot of Modern Yawgmoth, so maybe it's normal. Maybe it's weird as hell, but I'm into it. I'm going to try it. And that's what's going on here. This is Modern Yawg combo. Let's get into it. The official BoshNRoll Island Ponder Keep shirt is now available for pre-order through Coalesce Apparel and will release in early December. These will sell out and take time to restock. The holidays are coming up fast. Place your pre-orders for yourself and the BoshNRoll fans in your life today. Coalesce is the best Magic apparel on the market, with awesome new designs coming out all the time. Use code BoshNRoll at checkout for 10% off your order at coalesceapparel.shop. I'm on the draw in round 1 against a Gigantha strategy. I'm going to keep my hand. It's full of mana acceleration, sticky creatures, and Yawgmoth. All the things his deck wants. Ooh, it's Tron. Okay. Gigantha historically, or more recently, I don't know about historically, but more recently has been in like shadow decks, and sometimes breach decks play it. Tron, this means they're not playing Walking Ballista, which may or may not actually cost them much, because they can still have it in their sideboard and wish for it with Karn. Orcish Bowmaster. My opponent's going to have turn 3 Tron over there. Just got to decide how I want to use my energy right now. Probably get the Yawgmoth into play, and then play Orcish Bowmaster, and then I'll have... Bowmaster being 2 bodies is so messed up. It's just 2 mana for Chord of Calling on a Convoke, and in Legacy, decks like Cradle Control can play it and then get 2 extra mana off of Gaia's Cradle. Just very cool way that this interacts with various creature things. Just side note there while we're looking at it. Can I win next turn is the question. And if so, how? I have 1 Undying creature. I can certainly put Yawgmoth into play next turn and draw a bunch of cards. If I cast Yawg next turn, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't Chord in that world. I think I'm just going to play my land and play Yawgmoth and pass. Not attacking with Ignoble Hire gives away that I have a spell I'm going to play, but whatever. Tron's going to try to go over the top anyway. There it goes. Depending on what this payoff actually is, I could Chord for my Fulminator Mage next turn. There is one in the main. Okay, what's the damage? Expedition Map, follow-up. Okay, Fulminator Mage is not going to be the answer here, if they're just loading up on bonus Tron pieces. But they did it all in the main, which means that I can take out a non-tower. End step. Does my life total matter? Yes, because that's cards I could draw with Yawg. I'll get a Forest here. Deploy the Bowmasters. Ping ya. What are we doing here? Warping Whale? Sure. Okay. I can still Chord for Fulminator Mage. Ooh, Wall of Roots. Okay, that's a big boost. Wall of Roots is basically free on Chord turns because you can minus it and then also tap it to Chord. So it pays for itself. Let me just count this out, make sure I don't beef it. I think I do want to Chord for the Fulminator, try to slow them down, and then Yawg and start drawing cards next turn. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I just play my land drop, that's the Chord. But we can be trickier than that. Colony Garden puts a 0 into play. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the same. Wall of Roots, like I said, is 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can play Colony Garden and Wall of Roots and still Chord for 3. All right. That does the most things. The sick Colony Garden tech. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chord for 3. Get the Fulminator. Fulminate your power plant. You have a bonus tower in your hand. Alright, I hope that's good. I hope I didn't just miss lethal. I don't think so. I think I was a little short of getting a game winner there. Chromatic Star. Busting it. Ancient Stirrings. Don't show me a power plant. Ugin. Okay. I mean, not okay. Deeply fucked. But it's not a power plant. There's the tower. And Relic. Okay. Relic currently can't pop. So if I'm going to do Graveyard Stop, this is the turn to do it. That is trouble starting next turn. I would love to draw an Undying creature here or a tutor of some kind. Grist. Okay. This is where a better Yawg pilot would quickly figure out what they need to do. But that's not me. And I could just like... No, I can't even Takenuma up the Fulminator. That's not a thing. So sacking the plant token is basically free. And you can put a -1 counter on up to 1 other target creature and draw a card. So you don't have to do that. I can sack Yawgmoth as a free rebuy. Yeah, I think I play Takenuma here, leave up blue-green, or green-black mana, and then see where this turn goes. Or I have to leave up Noble Hire, because Yawg costs black, right? Duh. Okay. Play Takenuma. Black, black, 1, 2. I'm going to use Wall of Roots. Here's Yawg. And Choose 0 creatures, sacrifice Yawgmoth, draw a card. Undying brings it back. Backup Yawg. Minus on the Yawgmoth, sack the plant token, that's what it's for. Eldritch Evolution. Am I a mana short to win the game right now? I think I am. Yeah, I played my land already, and I activated Wall already. And if they get to hold up this relic, it's pretty annoying. If I attack with Orc Army first, I get an extra Yawg activation, because it'll be a 2/2 and won't die to my Yawgmoth sacking. Do I keep going here? Because if they have this relic open next turn, what does that do? Okay, I will keep going. -1, the Orc Army, sack the Yawgmoth. I could just pass here and keep my stuff. What happens if I draw Chord of Calling? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Chord of Calling actually does get me into the infinite loop here. Then all my stuff is tapped and I can't find a Blood Artist. What's my answer in the main to this relic? Nothing? Okay. Good news. Okay, I think I just passed from here. Oh, that was going to die anyway. Right. I missed a draw there. That's how the rules work. That +1 on the Orc Army was from the Exalted, and the -1 counter, or the +1 counter was canceled out by the -1 counter. That was just a complete oopsie. Alright, so opponent can, this turn, activate Relic, and then next turn they can Ugin me to hell. Sick. Oh, Bosh'nu. Here I am saying I have no outs to this, and now I just win, right? Bosh'nu the Relic, and then Eldritch Evolution for Strangleroot Geist. And then we can draw our deck until we find a Blood Artist. We have enough mana for that. I believe so. -1 counter, Bosh'nu the Relic. Yeah, they're going to bust it in response. They'd rather draw a card than have a land. Fair enough. And then 1, 2, 3. Flip this Ignoble Hierarch into a Strangleroot Geist. And now we can draw our deck. Cool. Alright. Alright, Bosh'nu. Thanks for showing up. There are 2 of those. Neat. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I have an out to this. And then we just win. I like that better. Fulminator Mage is coming in. Elven Chorus is a very cool card. Look at the top card of your library. Anytime you may cast creature spells from the top of your library and creatures you control have tap, add a mana of any color. I feel like this is for like Scam or control matchups, not for Tron. Do you try to Necromancer Tron pieces out of their deck, or do you just bring in 2 Fulminators and try to go over the top like we just did? Enforced Vigor always has text against Tron. It's a way to beat the Graveyard Hate, then untap and win like we just saw. Ingress can destroy Ugin, I guess, if you somehow untap with a creature still in play. Maybe I shave a Soul Cauldron, because they might be a Karn the Great Creator deck, and that just makes that a lot worse. It's still a great engine for the deck, so I'm not going to go too crazy on that. Oblivion Stone and Ugin make me pretty nervous to just go wide with insects, and they don't have a lot of creatures I need to kill. I feel like I could shape a Grist here. I want all my tutors. They don't have counter spells. Maybe Delighted Halfling can chill. That's kind of a tension where it's like, I would like to get ahead of what they're doing, but also I recognize that if they have an O-Stone or a Ugin or something, Mana Dorks are just free material that gets swept up in that. But then if I don't jump out ahead early, they're more likely to have those things when I need to do stuff. I can see arguments for Haywire Might, I can see arguments for Necromentia. I'm going to keep it light here and just try to combo them out. Okay, I have a turn 2 Fulminator Mage and plans to do other stuff. I'm going to keep... Oh, maybe Bowmaster should have been boarded out, or at least shaved. They are probably a lot worse than most of the cards in the deck. Yeah, I feel like I should have those out. Oh, opponent went to 4. Classic Tron nut chaser here. That's a weird thing to say out loud, but it is what I mean. Let's hope this Fulminator Mage is a heater against this 2-card hand. Okay, they popped for green, they have Power Plant, and are they going to Sylvan Scry here? No, they have Chromatic Sphere. Bust for another green, and Stirrings. They found a Relic, not a 3rd Tron piece. That doesn't mean they don't have it already. This is a lot of Orcish Bowmasters. I hope they're not completely embarrassing here. Fulminator Mage. Let's go jack them up. Destroy the Power Plant, not the tower. The tower taps for more, but if they have to use tower mana to assemble Tron, at the end of the Tron chain, then they only have 2 mana from the power plant they had to tutor for, rather than the 3 from the tower they had to tutor for. And they did have the mine. They were sneaky over there. Oh, Beseiju, what's up? Do I want to be crazy here? I don't think so. I am just gonna zap the mine right now. Giving them green might unlock some spells in their hand, but they're not gonna have Tron anytime soon. And I'm about to start piling on Orcish Bowmasters. And if they pop this relic, Bowmaster actually gets to eat another mine. Okay. Relentless Troning over there. I'm going to zap in an Overgrown Tomb. I don't think my life total matters that much, but having the ability to cast my spells is probably going to be important. And they didn't pop Relic in response to Bowmaster, so if they pop it at some point in the future, I will get some extra pings out of the situation. I think I'm just going to pile up the boys here and push for damage. Attack with these 2, and then I'm just going to Bowmaster multiple times. Oh yeah, they're going for it now. I'm going to eat you up. Ping ya. This Relic pop is going to Lightning Bolt them, or it's actually going to do 6 to them, because they get pinged 3 times, and I +3 my guy. Wow. Messed up. I'm going to Lava Axe you a question. Here I was talking about maybe I should have boarded these out. In their 3-card hand could still just go Power Plant Ugin, and I lose this game on the spot. But this is a lot of fun. There's a long pause happening right now. I really hope they're just thinking about something or what, and this is not a rage walk away. I don't know. I always get nervous when opponents pause on Magic Online when they just got BTFO'd. 19 minutes and change on their clock. Let's hope we're not sitting here for 10 minutes. Okay, appears it was a genuine connection lag, and we're back after just about a minute. Ping, ping, ping. I was not expecting to deal 12 this turn, but this was a lot of fun. This was a big move. It is interesting that they popped that relic in combat and not in the end step or even in response to my first Bowmaster. Like, they saw the Bowmaster there, and then they were like, it's suddenly time after it resolved when no information changed. They found a ring. Are they able to play it? Oh, power plant. Wow. Okay. Yep. Welcome to Tron. They are safe from this Bowmaster activation for the turn and put Jeggy in the hand. Okay. They're going to draw a card. I'm going to ping my Orc Army 3 times because I can't ping them, but Orc Army, each time you ping it, also grows. This is a way to work around an opponent who can't be pinged. Pung? Pinged? Pung? Hanged? I don't know the past tense of that. Court of Calling. This seems like a good opportunity to just grab a Fulminator Mage. Delighted Halfling is free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fulminator Mage. Take out another Power Plant. I've already beat up one of those. There's just fewer of them in the deck. If I had a Questing Beast, I would have just won the game. But I don't. And if they tap this ring, they die. And if they don't do anything this turn, they die. Yeah, okay. And the triple Bowmaster actually lined up pretty well against their draw here, even though I think it is probably right to still shave a couple of them for those sideboard cards I left out. Let's keep it rolling. This video is sponsored by Moxfield.com, the easiest way to build Magic decks online. Moxfield supports over 30 formats, including Legacy and everything else you'll see on this channel. There's multiple customizations so you can interact with your deck how you want. Views such as text, grid, or stacks, and groupings like type, subtype, color, color identity, even artist. The site offers light mode, dark mode, and so much more. However you want to see your deck, Moxfield can provide it for you. Follow my Moxfield to keep up with the channel and what I'm playing in paper. I'll see you there. On the draw in round 2 with Mana Acceleration and Court of Calling, I'm going to keep. This is a perfect feature of Colony Garden because they don't have a 1-drop anyway, and it's just money. If I draw a 1-drop, it'll start looking bad. Oh, bummer. All right, I had to say something out loud. Yeah, I think playing Delighted Halfling is better than getting Colony Garden into play. But that was a cool opportunity. It's kind of like a Mana Dork for terms of Court of Calling in hands that don't have a Mana Dork. I don't know. We're playing against Merfolk, though. That's the only Island Aether Vial deck I'm aware of. Cycling Lorien revealed. Wow, everyone's on that life. There's the island they just searched for.
and Dismember. Okay, fired it in. Luckily, that was not important to me at all. In fact, I'm kind of glad they don't have a Dismember in their hand anymore compared to what could be going on. Got these Trips Wall of Roots. Watch out. The Vial's on 2 now. This is where things start to get wild. Every important card in their deck costs 2. Silvergill Adept, revealing Master of the Pearl Trident. The Master can Vial in. For once in my life, I'm not playing a deck with islands in it naturally. That's pretty cool. Ooh, Orcish Bowmasters. That card has text on it. Okay, how do I get the most cards played this turn? Wall of Roots, activate Twilight Mire. Twilight Mire, activate Twilight Mire. Okay. -1, make green, then make green out of this one. Wall of Roots number 2 with a green floating. Minus on here. Wall of Roots number 3 with a black open for Bowmaster. I'm going to wait for them to Vial, and then I'll kill the Adept. If I did this first, it would have been a 2-3. Now this is dead. And I can chord for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can chord for 5. Wow. On their turn. Neat. Oh, that's weird. They put in Lord of Atlantis that I didn't know about instead of the Master of the Pearl Trident that I did, even though they are very close to functionally the same magic card. It's free information. I'll take it. Svaelin of the Sea and Sky. This is a powerful card. The other merfolk have Ward 1. Oh, I should have just probably killed that thing with Yawgmoth before anything else happened. Activating Vial. I hope this is not Hexcatcher, and it's not. Okay. They have a 3-3 that can attack right now that I'm able to block. And nothing available to stop me from chording. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. I could get Yawgmoth and leave a counter on one of my walls. Is there anything better to get here? Like, Grist can kill Svaelin? Or is Svaelin... Svaelin is 2 other merfolk. Alright. Grist cannot kill Svaelin here. Yeah, it seems like Yawgmoth is just the one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Invoke for X equals 4. Grab a Yawg. Wow. This opponent not interested. I don't even know what I was going to do with that, but they're like, yeah, whatever. I'm out. Sweet. Okay. I love when opponents assume I know what I'm doing. Fatal Push, Legion's End coming in. And Legion's End is nuts against Merfolk. Get out of here. Exile target creature and opponent controls with mana value 2 or less, as we determined is like basically their whole deck. And all other creatures that player controls with the same name, and they reveal their hand, and you get all of them in the hand and graveyard too. Messed up. Alright, Legion's Ends. I don't think this is a Fulminator Mage matchup. They might have like Cavern of Souls that this deck doesn't care about, or Mutavault that we also don't care about. Not interested. Sheoldred is just a big baddie who can tangle. Sheoldred's in my maybe pile. Grist seems great. Mana Acceleration seems great. Walking Ballista seems great. I don't think I want Haywire Mites or Force of Vigors just to deal with Aether Bile. Whatever. Okay, I don't think there's room for Sheoldred. I'm just already struggling to find 2 more cuts for these Fatal Pushes. A Bowmaster can kill X1s, but their creatures don't stay X1s for very long, and this deck doesn't draw a lot of cards. They have Silvergill, Adept, and Svaelin that draw cards. Oh, we did see Lorien revealed in their deck, though. That would be a crazy twist of fate. I think I'm going to shave a Soul Cauldron and a Bowmaster. I just don't want to touch any of my mana. I don't want to touch any of my core engine. And I don't know, this looks good to me. Yeah, let's do it. I definitely want my 3 removal spells, though. Oof, a 1-lander with 2 sideboard cards. I believe there's 22 lands in this deck. Means there's 21 in my deck. Slightly better than 1 out of 3 cards in my deck is a land, and I get 2 draws before I get blown out. I think I mulligan this. Yeah, I don't want to take any risks in what I feel like is a good matchup. Okay. Yeah, this hand is better. I don't have the Fatal Push in the Legion's End, but I have the Mighty Colony Garden. Grafdigger's Cage. You got me. Okay, Colony Garden. I still have Besagers in the deck that can deal with that thing. Waterlogged Grove. I wonder if that's doing anything or if it's just a card draw land. Play a Wall of Roots here. Eldritch Evolution does not work with Grafdigger's Cage around. Having the Soul Cauldron, though, is a nice sidestep. They're dismembering. They got me. Okay, my hand has nothing if not lots of mana. That's okay. Blooming Marsh at the last possible moment. Grist, get in there. Cause some trouble, maybe. Please don't counter this. I don't know what counter spells Merfolk even plays. You can't force a negation this. I don't think they'd have actual counter spell in their deck. I milled a Chord of Calling, just card advantage in the face of the Grafdigger's Cage. Alright, they're tapping my plant token with Merfolk Trickster, making me block with the insect token that has power and toughness. That's fine. I understand. Hexcatcher's in. I will be blocking here. And the plant token, finally, relevant material on the board, feeling good about it. It's possible that just pooping out more insects is still just better, though. Alright, I am going to poop out an insect. If I mill a creature, we're in business. Orcish Bowmaster, okay. I'll play this Verdant Catacombs and this Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Now the size of my creatures changes. Also, if Grist dies in combat, I could just start making my creatures into Grist. Yeah, that's probably a place I want to be in life. They're busting the Waterlog Grove. I don't have a Bowmaster in my hand, unfortunately. But that is a good sign that they have nothing to do with their mana. Better than that. Okay. They're attacking Grist. I could let them connect, sacrifice plant to kill Hexcatcher, and then Grist lives next turn. Now, I still think this Grist just being in play is good enough. End of turn, I will exile Bowmaster, though, and put a counter on Insect. I can also channel Takenuma for a burst of potential creatures in the graveyard if I want to get spicy. Ignoble Hierarch. Okay, so if I play Ignoble Hierarch, I could sack it to kill Merfolk Trickster, and then Vidalian Hexcatcher is a 1-1 versus my 2-2. My 2-2 that can be a 3-3. I'm going to minus Grist here. Okay, sacrifice Ignoble Hierarch. And do I want to kill the Trickster or the Hexcatcher? I think the Trickster. Just raw stats are what I'm worried about right now. Ooh, an Incept Dismember. Powerful stuff. Alright. They got me good. They can animate Mutavault, kill Grist here, and then I need to put a creature into play and exile Grist to Soul Cauldron. And I have a creature off of Takenuma. That is all set. Good to go. Activating a second Mutavault. Oh, they misclicked and activated the Summoning Sick one. You'll love to see it. Okay, my poor Grist is dead. I could even Takenuma Grist back up. I think it's better under the Soul Cauldron, though. Okay, Takenuma in the end step. Ooh, there's a Yawg in there. That's really good. Yeah, I'll take that one. Protection from humans. My opponent has several of those in the Mutavaults. And I don't know if they use their graveyard, but I am going to exile Dismember from it. You can't exile anything, it just only does anything if it's a creature. Okay, play my land, and then here's Yawg. Exile Grist from my graveyard. Put a counter on Yawg. Don't have another Dismember. Don't do it to me. Oh no, they have it. Powerful. Sacrifice another creature. Yeah, I can't even proliferate. There's nothing to do here. Okay, you got me. That was an extremely well-placed third Dismember of the game. Okay, I just need a creature, though, and then that creature knows how to be Grist, Yawgmoth, and Orcish Bowmaster. Silvergrill Adept, revealing a second Hexcatcher. Okay, they're on fumes. Literally just need a creature from my deck here. 2 damage. Come on, a creature. Anyone at all. Hey, Grist is a creature. Grist. Plus. Insect token, knows how to do stuff. Exile. Yawgmoth here. Insect token. Plus make an insect. And I can be a Yawg if I want to be. Okay, cool. Good draw. Cavern of Souls, crazy Ixalan version. Very sweet. 1 card left in their hand. Activate a Mutavault. This is a lot of damage coming. Let's see if they're worried about Grist or if they're coming for my face. Okay, they're just going face with the squad here. I'm going to block a Hexcatcher. So 4, 8, 12. If I just block both Hexcatchers, or no, I can do better. If I block Hexcatcher and Adept, and then sack this to -1 this Hexcatcher, then their whole squad's dead. -1 your other Hexcatcher, and then damage. Well, not their whole squad, but all their lords are gone. I draw a card. It's a halfling. Ooh, Colony Garden. That's a creature. Ding, ding, ding. Delighted Halfling. Also a creature, believe it or not. I'm going to exile their Vidalian Hexcatcher. and put a counter on Delighted Halfling, who is also a Grist now. Make an Insect, and I can discard a card to proliferate. Oh, actual Grist still has an activation too. This is crazy. I'm going nuts. All right, go. Yeah, this Agatha's Soul Cauldron certainly putting in work. An opponent has tapped out. That was nutsos. Let's go. Still undefeated.
If you're looking to run a CEDH or 1v1 tournament, Eminence Gaming has your back with Command Tower. With Command Tower's intuitive tournament manager dashboard, you can handle decklist submission and player management with just a few clicks. Players just need to scan the event's QR code for access to the full tournament bracket, including seamless pairings and real-time standing updates. Take the guesswork out of tournament organizing. Try Command Tower for your next event.
On the draw, in round 3, I've got the handful of creatures and mana, and one of my engines. Let's go. Misty Rainforest from the opponent. I could play the Wolf here, or the Colony Garden. I think I want a Wolf. Just start the beatdowns. Let them know what they're up against here. So there is a sequence here where I have more material in play, if I think that's more important than being able to attack for one. Where if I play Colony Garden last turn, then I can Blooming Marsh, Wall of Roots, Young Wolf next turn. That's just more stuff. Okay, we're playing against Rhinos. That's the only deck with Cadre Triumph and Mutavault in it. Okay, we are not going to get it done with aggro beats here. I will attack with the Young Wolf. I should have played my Wall of Roots. If they ice my land in combat now after I shocked it in, that would be such a beating. Okay, got away with it. Wall of Roots. They were untapping into the Rhino turn. They got their 3 mana. Looks like a Shardless Agent. Here we go. Ooh, Tashana's Tidebinder in this list. That's a spicy new one. Andrea Mingucci has been tweeting about that card a lot lately. A bunch of sick blowout screenshots. Second Boseiju, not really what I'm looking for here. What are my plans for this situation? I guess I just get Yawg. Call it a day. That is a huge blowout if they have Force of Negation, but I mean, that's going to get me anyway. Colony Garden, I'll make the extra body first at least. And then 1, 2, 3, Eldritch Evolution, sack the wall. Disappointing. They fetched a Flame of Aenor to do that. And Agatha's Soul Cauldron not really doing work in this matchup. Okay, do I block the Shardless Agent? Takes a turn off the clock, so yes, I will. Young Wolf coming back, I'm at 10. Chord of Calling. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Can only chord for 3. I could chord for Yawg next turn. Alright, I'll play the Strangleroot Geist now. And I guess I run out the Soul Cauldron. I mean, Boseiju can kill Shardless Agent. It is an artifact creature. Something's happening. Subtlety. Alright, we're dead. Okay, properly tempoed out on the draw against that deck. Legion's End does kill all the Rhinos. I don't think I want Fulminator Mage here. Shouldered seems reasonable. I mean, Necromentia. If I accelerate one of those out on the play and just take all their Rhino spells, that's pretty good. They don't really draw cards. Not at a speed that I care about. Like they have Ice, and then they have Lorien Revealed in their deck. But that's a later thing. Is this a one-ring matchup? And it does fog them and then start digging, which might be all I need to get over the finish line. Okay. I'm going to try it like this. I don't think I want the Fatal Pushes. That seems like a bad way to answer Rhinos. I like this spread of cards. I will keep. Ooh, they have the Gemstone Caverns. Rhinos just flexing on us this round. Had turn 3 Rhinos Force of Negation Subtlety on the play, and now they have the Gemstone Cavern on the draw. Just disrespectful stuff, honestly. They pitched Basic Forest to make this Gemstone Cavern, which makes me think they're probably not going to try to Blood Moon me. But I have the Twilight Mire, which just fixes all my problems, so... Oh, wow, look at them with their turn 0 dead. Good stuff. Alright, I don't have a turn 2 Grist. I still have Wall of Roots coming. Mutavault is in play. Chord of Calling. Always happy to see that one. Wall of Roots, get in there. Okay, they have made a land drop. I think I just play Grist and Plus, and I use my lands to do it rather than minusing Wall of Roots, because having a 0-5 versus the Rhinos is relevant. Oh, they're fetching. Change their mind. It's time. If they actually do Blood Moon me here, I won't have any black mana. That's pretty serious. Gone. Oh, wow. All right. Yeah, they're just tempo bouncing my wall of roots. Fascinating. That's not exactly a show of strength. Okay, I can play Grist here and start plussing, or I could get wall plus halfling down. I think I like Grist. That's just so good with the Agatha's Soul Cauldron. A Walking Ballista in the graveyard now. You're on notice. This is an endurance deck, so gotta be a little careful about how I go after my graveyard, how and when I do that. Cycling Lorien revealed. Getting Ketria Triome. Okay, yeah, they are on the slow grind over there. Mutavault's gonna have a good attack here. I'm not gonna block. Yep, that's fine. You found 2 damage for my Grist. Good job. Blooming Marsh right on time. Plus Grist. Mill's Colony Garden. Wall of Roots get in there. And Soul Cauldron get in there. They could force a negation this, but they didn't. And just going to exile Walking Ballista right now while they can't endurance me without getting 2 for 1. And attack for 2. Okay, I have some engines going, and they clearly don't have a Cascade spell, but they could have Fury here. That's really good. Yeah, here it comes. See where they put the damage. Because there's not, like, easy splits anywhere. Okay, Grist and Insect, that's fine. Now I'm going to have 3 Grists on my turn. Draw, or I guess it's just 2 Grists. You got me. Okay, exile Grist from my graveyard. Puts a +1 counter on Wall of Roots, who is now a Walking Ballista and a Grist. Make an Insect. Build my One Ring, disappointing. Make an Insect. And then I can play a bunch of free green cards, because a Court of Calling just goes off here. And do I get Yawgmoth right now? Or later? I think I want to wait. Oh, I can proliferate. Oh no, I have to discard a card to do that. Never mind. Got excited for a second. This is just a easy chump block with an insect. I have infinite insects. Not literally, but you know, plenty. This looks like a Lorien revealed, probably. Oh, Otawara targeting my Soul Cauldron. Disappointing. Okay. That does reset what's under it, and that means that I can never Walking Ballista again. Unfortunate. Anything that is cool or useful here. Oh, I could just get Yawg. Oh, Yawg draws cards. Okay, hold on. All right. Flow to green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I actually need too much here. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm a little short, but I'm still gonna shove the Yawg here. Oh, I could also just get Children and start beating down. That makes less sense than Yawg, though. Okay, fine. No free lunch anymore. I could have sacked Insect, Ping Ping, and kill Fury. Maybe that's worth doing. Oh, do I win now? It's close. So if I evolve Yawgmoth into... Yeah, with the Ballista removed... Alright, there's something here. I just have to figure out what it is. Okay, I have access to the Blood Artist. Okay, do I attack first? So if I attack, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can attack for 6, put them to 9, and then I can tutor up Blood Artist, and then that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot. Okay, I'm going to attack first. This is a game that's just going to be settled by nickels and dimes. And then 1, 2, 3, evolution the Insect. Get a Blood Artist. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. And oh, I missed a damage if I saw Cauldron pre-combat. Whoops, that was bad. Alright. I'm going to pass here and make them figure this out. Because if they kill my stuff, they take a bunch of damage. If they don't kill my stuff, they take a bunch of damage. I think I'm totally fine just taking 6 here. I'd also block Shrink. Oh, that actually seems good. Block. And then Yawg will make Fury a 1/1. And my 1/4 will kill it. Ping you. Shrink the Fury. I drew another Hierarch. Ping you, shrink the Fury. Then Fury dies in combat. They lose another life. I drew another Cord. Cord can get an undying creature. Something's happening. Violent Outburst. Okay, so they're making some Rhinos here, and they're going to make Fury a 2/1, so I have to sack another creature for my Wall of Roots to beat it. I think that's fine. What am I doing with this insect anyway? Opponent's at 6. And then Fury dies, there'll be a 5. End of turn, exile their Fury, put a +1 counter on Yawg. And now I just have 5 creatures I can sacrifice. Easy money. Bang. And Court of Calling. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Get the Undying Buddy. Strangle Rootgeist. Okay, this should make them dead. See if they just want to make me click through it or if they accept their demise here. They do want to see me click through it. Fair enough. And click through it I shall. Okay, opponent's now at 1 life, and I will attack with my creatures. Oh wait, no, they die from the Rhino dying. Even better, don't have to attack. They just love watching clicking happen. Cool. Okay, does anything change here? I don't think so. Plan is still the plan. Fatal Push is the only maybe. Like, killing a Rhino does take a lot of pressure off, but it's also not a good exchange. Yeah, I'm just going to run the same plan back. Okay. Sticky Creatures, Mana, and Yawgmoth. Welcome to this deck. Opponent's on 6 for this game. Fetching a Stomping Ground on turn 1, and suspending of Footfalls. Okay. Bloom and Marsh. Young Wolf. Go. Soul Cauldron kind of rules. I'm going to attack for 1. I get that for free. Wall of Roots, get in there. Fetching to 15. Quarter of the way dead already. Get your Triome. Now the hard part starts. They'll have 3 mana and 10 power in play. Okay, passing the turn. Must be Violent Outburst. Ooh, that's a nice one. I think I'm going to try to bait them by attacking with Young Wolf. If they make the Rhinos in block and then I get to exile the Rhinos at sorcery speed, that's just pretty sick. Okay, didn't fall for it. Okay, fetching in response. Interesting. Why would they do that? Does that matter? Oh, they have that Stifle asshole. Right. I did mention that specifically. Okay. I am now aware of that. They put that back on my radar. Good to know. I'm going to get the Yawg in, and I just have to be careful activating it because that Stifle thing takes all the abilities off of the thing that it stifles. Okay. Rhino's in the end step. What a surprise. Revealed a lot of cards to get to that. 2 Furies, 2 Flame of Anors, Endurance, Gemstone Cavern still in the deck. In multiples. Wow. Okay. I'm not going to block this Rhino swing. You got me. Now we're in kind of a tricky spot where I would like to exile all the Rhinos when they play that Crashing Footfalls next turn. But also... Oh wait, did I just win? Hold on. It's probably close, actually. Okay, so Soul Cauldron costs 2. Ballista's free. I just zero it into the graveyard. And then I could Court of Calling for Blood Artist. Okay. First, I'm going to see if my Cauldron resolves. It did. I'm going to play Walking Ballista for 0. Can I play it for 1? And, like, throw them off the scent a little bit. 1, 2, X equals 1. And then, if I get to my next turn with all my creatures still in play. Okay. I am going to X equals 1. And I can chord for 2 on their turn, but not on my turn. Okay, they're fetching in response. This is going to be a subtlety. Okay, that's powerful. But I will let it happen, and I'll put the Ballista on top. And I will just try to win next turn with all of that. I'm going to have to line up some blocks this turn. 2 cards left in their hand, plus whatever they draw here. These Rhinos don't come in with haste, luckily. If I block the Rhino, I go to 1. So I should probably block with 2 things. If I block with a Yawg, what happens? Okay, so the Rhino has Trample. There might not be a good trick here. Yawg is not important to my combo here. Okay, this is my block. This just makes sure I don't die to Dead Gone or Otawara. And Yawg in the graveyard doesn't actually matter because I have Soul Cauldron. Yeah, I still have Yawg, functionally. Let's see if I can draw out an Endurance right now. Oh no! Right. The thing that I read several turns ago is actually here. So my Soul Cauldron has no abilities. Literally said that out loud and then was like, forgot about it. Okay. They've got 1 card in their hand. Soul Cauldron has no abilities. I'm drawing Walking Ballista. Okay. If I end the Legion right now, that's actually pretty good. Legions end the Rhinos. They're all gone. Lorien Revealed is the last card in your hand. I mean, that's a pretty good card, but also I don't care. And then I can Ballista for 1 right now and bank up a win for next turn. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm at 2 on board. I can Chord of Calling for Blood Artist on their turn, and then untap, put another counter on Ballista, --, kill Tidebinder, and then exile the Ballista for the dub. I have to go to 1, actually, from the Nurturing Peatland as well. Okay, here we go. Oh, Tidebinder's attacking. Fascinating. Block with Yawgmoth, and then before damage, I'm going to Chord. Something's happening. Oh, wait, I couldn't block with Yawgmoth. I need that in play. Shit. I needed to block with Wall. Wait, but I need the Tidebinder dead. I messed up somewhere. I hope they do something that puts my Yawgmoth back in my hand now. That's the best possible. Besageing my Soul Cauldron. Okay. How do I do anything here? I think I have to just let this resolve is step 1. I'd like to use the ability. I would like a pain-free source of mana. Who are my creatures now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can Chord for 3. Get Grist, which kills Subtlety. Okay. I know their hand is Lorien Revealed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I go to 1 here. X equals 3. Blood Artist. 2 creatures are about to die. It's not like a long-term plan, though. But what do I have to sack to Grist? The Wall of Roots? And then they Lorien Revealed, rebuild, and off they go. If I was going to get Blood Artist, I shouldn't have just paid a life. I'll get Grist here. And try to stabilize at 1. Yo, Colony Garden coming in clutch. Ding, 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 ding. Minus, sacrifice the plant token. Light up the Subtlety. Plus the Ballista. Make sure I don't accidentally tap my Nurturing Peatland. In for 2. Mount the comeback starting now. They have Lorien Revealed in their hand. They're at 7 life. Oh, they didn't play Lorien Revealed? Shit. They drew Violent Outburst? Really? That's annoying. Oh, I should have drawn a card in the end step, I think. Okay, plus Grist. Okay, I'm going to draw a card now. I'm at 1. Can't use that any other way. Yawgmoth. Okay, I guess I attack here. And I just have to hope that's not actually Violent Outburst, but if it is, I'm dead. I guess it could be Flame of Anor. Plus 1 counter on Ballista? Question mark? Okay. They are taking 3. They're at 3, functionally on board. And I think Yawgmoth is better than Wall of Roots here. And I just gotta hope they didn't actually draw Violent Outburst. But what would they have that they didn't do the thing with? Oh, Subtlety. I can kill that at least. Interesting they didn't Subtlety my Yawgmoth. Like, this was going to happen anyway. Weird. I mean, there's no tricks to be had here. I just have to kill this thing. 3 damage there. Okay, we're grinding. Please just cast the Lorien Revealed. Stop doing other things. Alright, yeah, they have Mutavault. Here's the Lorien. I mean, not that I'm excited that they have that card in this spot, but I know it does not directly impact my life. Besageing kills Mutavault, that's big. Plus Grist. And let's let the good times roll here. Put you to 4. Okay, no spell. That could be Subtlety, could be any number of things. Can I draw a good card? Chord of Calling is among the best cards that I have. The Blood Artist is in my deck. I did not end up courting for that earlier. If I attack, I can court for Blood Artist. Alright, I'm going to attack. Here they come. I see the Mutavault. I know about it. It's okay. Okay, they're outbursting into some Rhinos. I'm going to let them line up their blocks before I chord. And I just have to hope they don't have a counterspell in their hand. Oh, they tapped out of Force of Negation. Okay, Moment of Truth. Chord for 2. Dead Gone kills me. Force kills me. Brazen Borrower kills me. Let's just go to damage, though. How about that? Just have nothing. Fingers crossed, nothing. Oh, yeah. They're dead. And I guess they could still do it now. I don't know why they would have waited. Oh, no. Oh, wait, no. It's too late now. Tidebinder. Oh, shit. God, that card's so annoying. All right, well, they got me. They figured it out with the Tidebinder. They go to... Oh, wait. I can... No, damage will happen first. Shit. Alright, well, sacrifice a creature. I'll sacrifice this insect to kill... Does Tidebinder even matter anymore? I don't think it does. Nope, they get to trample over. Alright, yeah, Tidebinder got it done here at the end. Both of the most important plays of this game were the Tidebinder. And at 2 life, I can't figure this out any other way. Yeah, they're at 2. I block. The trample damage happens before the trigger does. Just like, I guess I just hope they mess up. They like Fury my squad or something and die. Fire to the face. Alright, GG's. That was a really cool game, and Tashana's Tidebinder was the MVP of the match. On to the next round.
We're a few rounds into the video. Thanks for sticking with me. Friendly reminder that if you're still here and having fun, smash that subscribe button. And if you want to play what I'm playing, you can use my affiliate link for TCG Player to support the channel while you shop for cards, and you can try any deck anytime with a cardhoarder.com loan account for Magic Online. All these links are in the video description below. Now back to the league.
I'm on the play for round 4. Hand is nothing but mana. I think I have to mulligan this. It just doesn't do anything. Okay, here we go. Now we're cooking. I'm going to keep this in bottom of Forest. Forest Halfling, pass the turn. Yawgmoth Nexus. Okay, we got some poison in the chat. Oh, nope, it's Hammer. Why would I think it's poison? That's not even a deck. Okay, I can Grist and get Grist moving here, or I could hold up Bowmaster. I think getting Grist happening is more useful. I think I'm unlikely to die this turn. Maybe the turn after. At some point I have to float a Ballista into play or hold up Bowmaster. Ideally both. Oh, Hardened Scales. Okay, they're green. There is a Patchwork Automaton that can just die on board. Shadow Spear. Okay. I would love to draw a land. Strangleroot Geist is not a land, notably. I can kill this Automaton, though, pay the ward too. That's probably better than waiting for it to get out of hand. Okay, I'm going to attack with my 2 creatures and then sacrifice the insect to kill Automaton. Not doing anything with 1 mana here. Might as well get a damage through. Ward 2, pay it. Patches a Houlihan in the graveyard. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ward trigger. We're casting some kind of X spell. Hanger Backwalker, okay. And Ancient Stirrings. They do have a land drop if they find a land off this Stirrings. Grove of the Burn Willows, okay. That is a land, last I checked. And another Stirrings. Off we go. Shredding through their deck. Basically Limb Duel's Bald. Urza's Saga, alright. Noted. Starting to get a little spooky over there. Come on, land. Eldritch Evolution, that can get a 3. Don't really want a 3. I'll make an insect. And I could Bowmaster this Hanger Backwalker right now before it gets wild. Bowmaster sacks into Yawg off the Eldritch Evolution as well. Okay, I am just going to Bowmaster now. It gives them a 1-1 flying, but I would rather that than an active Hanger Backwalker chilling over there. And I'll attack you for 1. Mighty 1-2. It is turn 4, and they don't actually have a Scales effect in play yet. I count my blessings for that. It's the first time I've had mana troubles with this deck, though. I mean, I kept 2 lands Mana Dork, and haven't drawn a land since. We're still doing a lot of stuff. I'm just navigating out loud what I'm experiencing right now. Pendelhaven, yikes. Oh, they could kill Grist right now. Equip the Shadow Spear, attack for 3. That was a good Pendelhaven. It set them back a turn on Urza Saga. I don't know if they care, but it's true. Okay, Grist is dead. Long live Grist. The Ignoble Hierarch. Not the mana source I was looking for. I think I just attack with my 3 creatures I can attack, and then flip Bowmaster into Yawg. And then I can draw... I can sack some stuff, kill some creatures, and maybe draw the land. Eldritch Evolution. Sack Orcish Bowmaster. Give me a Yawgmoth Thran Physician. Delete my insect to kill Hanger Backwalker. Delete my Orc Army to kill Thopter Token. Haven't gotten the land yet. Did find a Soul Cauldron and I'm sitting on Walking Ballista. We got options. And if they try to get rowdy with this Yawgmoth Nexus, I can send a -1 counter at it. Life total's pretty flush. We know they have a Saga in hand. There's that one. This is also a Soul Cauldron deck, so I do have to be careful about what's in my graveyard and how good it actually is. They're getting their damage through here. Might as well. Uh-oh, something's happening. 4 mana. Ballista, or Walker for 2. Not Ballista. That's good news. Okie dokie. What happens here? Strangleroot Geist can come out on 1 more land, and I'm just cooking here. I could play Bowmaster, deal 1 to Thopter, and then sack Orc Army, and I have 2 draws here. Yeah, I would like to get a little greedy and push this one a little further. 1 to Thopter token, and then pay 1 life, sacrifice Bowmaster. This Orc Army has a +1 counter on it. If I do hit the land here and find Soul Cauldron, that's another thing that can activate. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now I have multiple Grists available to me. Exile Grist, the Hunger Tide. +1 counter on Yawg. Orc Army, make an insect. And then Yawg. Do I want to make an insect or do I want to kill this Hangerback Walker? I could just attack first. Let them decide where we go here. I'm going to make an insect. Because I can just minus the Hangerback Walker now. And it has no counters on it. Oh, I hit an extra insect. Busted. These are -1 counters, so they counteract the +1 counters on the Hangerback Walker. They can Pendlehaven it right now to keep it alive for a turn, but it dies in the end step still. They don't get anything out of it. I could also just delete it and attack for 3. I think it's fine if they just absorb 3 damage here. Thing still dies at the end of the turn. Attack. Might as well block. It's not getting any better. Take 0 tokens for it, and I'll pass here. 2 cards in their hand. Saga goes up. Another Saga, 1 card left. I can throw 3 creatures at this Yawgmoth Nexus if it tries to wake up. If I even care, which I don't think I do. Okay, now I just have to find a Blood Artist this turn. That's all there is to do. Their construct can be, arrives as 3/3, they can activate Yawgmoth, make it 4/4. It's not very good. A plus for an insect, and plus for another insect. I can play Walking Ballista X equals 1, and then make another insect right away off of it. That's fun when they show up with their own counters. Make an insect, and then Strangleroot Geist get in there. And I'm going to attack now. Yawg, Orc Army, Insect, Strangleroot Geist can all attack. Okay, they have a 3/3. I'll let them get into blocks and see where they want to take this. They want to block my Orc Army. Okay. I'm going to start by -1ing it, sacking the Strangleroot Geist. That attack was a red herring the whole time. I just want another creature with a +1 counter on it. There's a Yawgmoth. Okay, so I could do the thing now. Do I need this Orc Army anymore? It's a 2/2. It can just straight up trade with this construct right now. I can also exile a creature and just give it another counter. But I have hopes to just win the game this turn. Oh wait, why is it 1/1? Oh, it has 2. Okay, never mind. I'm going to sack the Ballista to deal 1 to this construct. That's how I want to finish this off. I want that in the graveyard anyway, ultimately. And these can trade. And if they want to animate Yawgmoth Nexus and lose 2 more permanents, that's fine with me. Cool. Sacrifice the attacking insect token. They can Pendlehaven, and then I'll sacrifice it another thing. Okay, sack the Delighted Halfling. Pendlehaven fizzles. Yawg fizzles. These trade in combat. They have basically nothing going on. And I can fetch for a forest. Yawgmoth here. And is this just infinite with Ballista right away? Okay, exile Ballista. Alright. Put another one on the Geist. And then I can plus make an insect. There's probably an easier way to do all this, but I am losing my mind here. If I ping Yawgmoth, what happens? Alright, I'm gonna ping opponent, and then pay 1 life, sacrifice Strangleroot Geist. I don't have to choose a target. I could just let it come back. If I draw a card. Oh, there's the card. Now I win. All right, cool. Found it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Get the Blood Artist, and then they die. Sick. And I could do the self-ping trick. Even plus make another insect each time around. This is awesome. Have this ping itself. The loop is demonstrated. Are they willing to concede? Modern players love watching me play it out, I guess. I got 15 minutes on my clock. There is no issue here. The self-ping loop is extremely satisfying to me. I love this. And they are dead. 1 minute of clicking that none of us will ever get back. GG. Okay, we've got some Hardened Scales is my opponent. Removal spells and artifact and enchantment removal seem important here. Fulminator Mage does hit Yawgmoth Nexus and Urza Saga. I don't think that's where I want to be with my life. I'm actually going to take out the one that's in the main already. And how am I going to bring in 6 cards? Maybe I'm just not built for this, but seems like the package is just so tight. Shave some Young Wolves, maybe. Young Wolves and Halflings. I mean, Halfling and Fulminator. Fulminator is the obvious flex slot, and then like Halfling seems cuttable. Young Wolf is important to fast combo lines, but I don't know. It's in the deck if I need it, but here we go. That's what I'm doing. This hand looks great. Just a bunch of early interaction. Pendelhaven. Hardened Scales. Okay. I'm going to play this Overgrown Tomb tapped and pass the turn. I did board out 4 1-drops. Where was Colony Garden when I needed it? Oh, we got the sicko mode. Pew pew. Killers a saga before it knows how to do anything, and take the Hardened Scales with it. Goodbye. I was worried they would get some value off Hardened Scales before this Force of Vigor had a second target, but that worked out perfectly. And now I have this Orcish Bowmasters ready to deploy. Yawgmoth Nexus. Please play an Arcbound Ravager. Hangerback Walker. I'll take that. If it dies, it dies. And check this out. I get to kill this with Orcish Bowmaster, and then go to my turn. Wow, they're just dead. Okay, I got the Soul Cauldron, eat the Hangerback Walker, and then start putting counters on my Orcish Bowmaster. But yeah, they've had enough. Force of Vigor, FT dubs. Let's go. Final round. The official BoshNRoll Island Ponder Keep shirt is now available for pre-order through Coalesce Apparel and will release in early December. These will sell out and take time to restock. The holidays are coming up fast. Place your pre-orders for yourself and the BoshNRoll fans in your life today. Coalesce is the best Magic apparel on the market, with awesome new designs coming out all the time. Use code BoshNRoll at checkout for 10% off your order at coalesceapparel.shop. On the draw in the final round, I am going to keep this hand. It is pretty in on this Delighted Halfling because I don't have real black mana. I do have a legendary spell to cast on turn 2, though. And the deck is full of mana, so we'll see if this Bowmaster ever comes up. Opponent's on 6. Misty Rainforest. Alright, we're going to whole league without playing against Scam. What are the odds? Okay, Halfling versus Hierarch is actually interesting. I am going to go with Halfling. They've showed me possible access to blue mana. And if they kill one of these things, like if they just unholy here, I'd actually rather have Ignoble Hierarch going along. Ketria Triumph. Okay. Could be some 4-color deck, could be Rhinos. Ketria Triumph Forest looks like Rhinos to me. And the creature is dead. Yo, Colony Garden the nuts. Bow, 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 bow. Didn't have a play that turn anyway for that extra mana. Okay. That's also dead. But they've missed a land drop. Alright, deck, please, black mana right now. Eldritch Evolution. This could get a 2-drop. Or I could chord for a 1. It's probably better to chord for a 1. Oh, that's awkward. I hope they just miss a land drop and cast dead again. Okay, my grip is full of tutors. I'm gonna get a Mana Dingus here. I'd rather have Ignoble. Let's hope they're out of removal spells. Oh no, I can never be stopped. They're gonna fire me. Wow, brutal. Okay, black mana. Just a black land. Hey, easy. Always had it. Swamp. Grist. Get the party started. Cool. Alright, we're doing stuff. Keep missing your land drop. This is going well for me. Nice, finally. A whole turn cycle without a play. Plus Grist. Build a Yogg. Play Young Wolf. I could currently chord for 3, and I have this main deck Fulminator Mage. Yeah, I might just try to Shadow Realm them here. No attack. Oh, the Bowmaster actually makes it even better. Okay, so I'm going to go to their turn. Or maybe I'll do it right now. Unfortunately, Force of Negation is on here. Okay, I'll respond with Bowmaster. Ping you for 1. Get my creature. And then chord for 3. Hope you don't have Force. This is mega cheesy, but they're clearly not functioning. Shit. All right, Force Pitching Dispute. They're getting away with it. Okay, fine. 2 cards left in their hand. You have to assume one of them is a Cascade card, but I can evolve into Yawgmoth this turn. I could even evolve Yawgmoth into Fulminator Mage if I think that that's a better line than Yawgmoth. Like, is putting them to basic forest to play the game on actually better than getting my engine down? And I think it might be in this spot. They found Lorien revealed. That makes the Fulminator worse, but I might still be interested in it. We got Steam Vents. Played it tapped. Okay. I'll see what I draw, then make decisions. Beseiju. That doesn't actually help. Okay. I'm gonna plus Grist, attack for 3. Oh, I just milled the Fulminator. Shit. Okay, well, I guess I'm not gonna get the Fulminator here. I'll just get Yawgmoth and be normal. What a tilt. Maybe this was better anyway, but disappointing. I was ready to party. Wow. Alright. They've had enough. Cool. Some players just scoop to Yawgmoth entering, and some want to see me click through the entire combo. Takes a village to play Magic the Gathering. Okay, so Legion's End and some Halflings. And Fulminator out for Legion's End and Necromenches. I think this is fine. One ring is that Fog Life. Maybe I want another one of those. And I could shave a Bowmaster. I'm navigating this like I didn't play this matchup just a little while ago. So what do? I've never seen such a thing before. Okay, I think this is fine. I'm gonna rock it. Maybe I do want Shoulder It In, just because she's bigger than Rhinos. We'll see. I have Necromentia, but I can't accelerate it. I will keep the hand and give myself a chance to draw a Mana Dork and just go off. Tap Steam Vents. And then I draw Ignoble Hierarch. Blood Artist. Alright, kind of the same thing. Except not even close. Mutavault. Okay. I think I just fetch Basic Forest here. Or do I need to worry about Blood Moon? I am not going to respect that here. I could fetch Basic Forest with my Verdant Catacombs. And then I have Beseiju in my hand. Oh no! If I didn't fetch, they wouldn't be able to ice me here. Alright, well, I deserve that. Wall of Roots. Yeah, if I'm playing around Fire Ice, which I should have been, because it's the only thing they do on this turn, I would have saved my fetch and then just done everything on my turn. And now I have to face down Rhinos. Draw for turn. Orcish Bowmaster. Let's see if they stifle this fetch land. They did not. Basic Forest. Now I have a real choice. Do I even bother Necromenching? Because they can just Violent Outburst in response. I guess I'll still get to look at their deck. See that sideboard plan. Yeah, here's the Outburst. 21 cards revealed, including Jace the Mind Sculptor. Gross. Fable and Mirror Breakers in this list. Okay. I'm still going to name Crashing Footfalls and try to get over the hump of this first set of Rhinos. Their hand is Flame of Anor, Lorien revealed. Let's see, they did not bring in Blood Moon. Just taking note of that. There's 2 Mystical Disputes in here. Dead Gone, Fable, 3 Flames. Okay, we probably lost this game because we were not able to accelerate into this. But I'll play it out like a trooper. Okay, so they're holding up Flame of Anor with a Wizard, because they have Mutavault they can activate. Target player draws 2, destroy card, deal 5 to something. Yeah, I basically needed the... Is it when you cast? As you cast the spell. Yeah, I can't even kill the Mutavault. Bummer. Okay. I could play Beseiju and Blood Artist, or play Beseiju and Wall of Roots, and then I can try to pass the turn and maybe do something with Orcish Bowmaster. Okay, so they activated Mutavault. Ah, they activated the wrong one. Got him, sucker. Alright, cool. They got blown out. Pass the turn. Yeah, on Moto, if you right-click, it'll tell you which one is summoning sick and which one isn't. Alright, they're just activating their Mutavault 3 more times. This tilt activation. Alright, cool. Got away with something there. Oh, I should have actually Bowmastered in the end step. Yeah, I wasted a mana here. I could have had Bowmaster in play and Beseiju'd. And now I can't do 2 things. 4 in the pool. They're going to activate their Mutavault. And they're going to deal 5 and draw 2, which does trigger my Bowmaster. Okay, I can ping a Rhino and then they draw 2, and I kill the Mutavault, and then my Orc army's big enough to trade with the Rhino that has 1 damage on it. That was not a bad situation, actually. All it took was a misclick to make it possible. Okay, I'm going to block the one with damage on it. I take 4, and then I got to figure out how to beat this other 4/4. Or I take 5, right? There's 1 trample as well. Seiju from the hand. And now I get Stranglerootgeist and Blood Artist, or Agatha's Soul Cauldron and Stranglerootgeist. I think I just need the most creatures possible in play. Blood Artist, Stranglerootgeist, and pass the turn. I guess I might as well attack with the Orcish Bowmaster. Yeah. So my plan is to just block Mutavault anyway. I hope they just jam this Lorien Revealed and forget about Bowmaster. That would be great. Here's land number 5. Jam it, jam it, jam it, jam it. Oh no. There is mana in the pool. It's not blue though. Fable. Okay. Still rough. If I go to 1, I mean, I might as well absorb 1 trample and gain a life here. Yeah, so I'm at 3 instead of 1, and I have a bigger creature. This is better. I would love to draw Walking Ballista, or some creature with a relevant ability. Colony Garden, what's up? A creature. Soul Cauldron, jam that. That only has Wall of Roots that it can exile, but that does change the power and toughness that's in play. And I just gotta cling to life here for a little longer. If they use Fable's ability, right, they cycled the Lorien Revealed. They've learned. If they use Fable's ability, Bowmaster makes a body. If they use it for 2 cards, they actually get to kill the Goblin Shaman and trigger Blood Artist. All right, they simply declined. I hate when they know stuff. Activating Mutavault. Here comes everything, and they get a treasure. So if I block Mutavault, I do have to lose basically the whole squad here. Block Rhino, block Goblin. Okay. Yeah, any removal spell on the trample blocker just wins here. Yep, that'll do. And I can't kill anything in response. All right. A little short there. And the final round. I think I do want this Shieldred. It's just a big old booty I can put into play, gain life if I need to. Goes off with the ring. And I think if I'm on this Necromentia as a plan thing, I want my Mana Dorks in to make it happen. I'm on the play now where it's a lot better anyway. I get 1 back, not 2, because I also brought in Shieldred. Okay. I'm going to do this. Oof, 1 lander, and it's not even the right color. Gonna mulligan this. Oh no. Why, deck? Not now. The league is on the line. Going to 5. Okay. I mean, this hand does stuff. I'm going to keep this, and I think I bottom Court of Calling and Bowmaster. Or do I try to keep Bowmaster, do something on the curve up to one of the 4s, and decide which 4 I'd rather have? I could also bottom the 2 4s, keep the Cord, because the Bowmaster works well with the Cord. I think I'm actually going to bottom Yawg and try to ride my larger creature to victory. Hierarch and pass. They seem to have a play here. Red mana, my nemesis. Oh, they just suspended a Footfalls. Deal. Well, Necromancer not even good at this point. Okay, cool. I found land number 4. I'm going to play Twilight Mire and attack for 1. Maybe they'll think I don't have anything. Cycling Lorien Revealed. Got Ketria Triome and played that. Okay. Well, Shieldred is likely to resolve. They could subtlety it, but she will at least be in play for a moment. And we'll see if this was actually a good plan to get onto or not. Just going to attack with 1 creature with Exalted. I'm not sure if that matters, but might as well leave a blocker back just in case. All right, Shieldred's in. This could have been Yawg if I mulligan differently. We'll see how these 2 things play out. She has dealt some damage. You're at 11. You shock this in, you're at 9. If you make some rhinos, I'm bigger than those. Okay. I think on this board, I would actually rather have the Shieldred than the Yawg. We'll see if it carries, though. If I can find a follow-up spell here, like a Cord or a Evolution, just something that does something here would be great. Seiju. Okay, not exactly high impact, but it's here. Opponent's at 7. They get another can of rhinos next turn. This attack puts me to 14. I think I just don't block. Because Children dying to Violent Outburst or any Dead Gone or anything, this is a lot of rhinos. I need my Legion's End now. Okay, so I take 10 here, actually. And I have a spell. Yawgmoth Transposition is certainly a spell. And I draw a card every time I pay a life, or I gain 2 life every time I pay 2 life to draw a card. That's pretty good. Yawg, that I very obviously drew this turn. And do I start throwing stuff around here? If I attack with Shieldred, what happens? And they have too many rhinos for that. Their attack is for 16. That's a lot. Okay, I guess I'm going to pass the turn here and try to do Yawg tricks during combat. Opponent gets another set of rhinos that can't attack yet. They go to 5 when they draw. I net 1 life for every Yawg activation. Most of the spells in their deck are really bad for me here. I have bad news, everybody. Okay, the squad's coming in. I'm going to block Shardless Agent with Orc Army. Block a Rhino. I'm currently taking 8, and I'm going to have some tricks before damage. It's another Violent Outburst. Nice, okay. Well, at least the cards are face up now. I'm taking 10, and I know exactly what I got to deal with. Okay, so Yawg, pay 1 life, shrink the creature that Yawg is blocking, sacking the orc that's dying anyway. And I gain 2 life. I drew the Legion's End. Okay, now I think we win. Pay 1 life to save the Yawg, sacking the Bowmaster, and then pay 1 life to sack the, or to save the Childred by sacking Ignoble Hierarch. So they basically need Force of Negation here. Okay. Well, let's hope they don't have Force of Negation, though they have not played a land for the whole game, basically. All right, moment of truth. Is your Legion ended, or are you winning? Oh yeah. Get him out. Attack 4/6. GG. Nice. All right. Big Childred did basically everything that game, and then Yawg brought it all together. A 4-1 record with a very tricky deck that I've played like twice before in my life. So I imagine people who understand the Soul Cauldron lines and the chord stuff more intimately than I would do even better. This deck is great. Soul Cauldron's nuts. Yawg's nuts. We didn't play against Scam at all, which I don't actually know how that match goes, but I have played Scam a few times, including at some large regional paper events, and I've not lost to Yawg, though Yawg's popularity right now probably has something to do with its Scam matchup. I'm not super in tune with that at the moment, but Soul Cauldron, nutty bananas, Yawgmoth, amazing, and then having this Court of Calling toolbox just brings it all together. Maserno, thank you for inviting me to play Yawgmoth on the channel. I do think this deck is awesome and a genuine contender in the format and a reasonable choice for anyone to play. Make sure you understand the lines, though, as we saw me puzzling through some of it, missing some stuff here and there. There's both little stuff and big stuff you can miss. Wait, Pendelhaven's in my deck? Did I even look at the picture on Pendelhaven for this entire league? Don't even remember that being in the deck. Cool. All that aside, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out the Patreon, buy a shirt from Coalesce, and I'll see you next time.